Calling the Type A Board meeting to order at 9 o'clock. Okay, we're going to have invocation will be by Gwen.
Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the sunshine. We ask you to be with us in our decisions today. May they all be pleasing to you and also be to the advantage of our city. These things we pray in your name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. President's remarks. Pretty much everyone knows that Wes Schramm and Cheryl are going to be moving down close to their daughter at Salado. And Wes had called yesterday, and he could not be here today, but he is resigning from the Type A Board. And Paul will go over farewell party and different things like that for them. We sure are going to miss Wes. He's been a great contributor to our Type A Board and to our city. But just letting you know that. So that is about all the remarks I have for right now. So city administration, Jonathan, Don.
Good morning. And yes, they both have been awesome for the city and will be missed. Known them for a while. Development-wise, things are going well. Canyons is moving along really good. Quite a few homes. We did accept Sunset Ridge last Friday into the city, accepted that subdivision. They're just waiting on closing with the builder. And then they already have 17 homes that have been approved to be built. Those permits will be issued once the deal closes and they pay all their permit fees.
Don, excuse me. Has the lift station been taken care of yet?
Yes.
Okay, it has. Okay, good.
Yep, it's all been upgraded and
Okay.
taken care of.
I understood it wasn't done yet, but I'm glad to hear it is. Thank you.
They finalized everything, got all their bonds in place, and good to go.
Good deal. Good deal.
I think that's about all I had.
That's all you have? Don?
I don't really, I mean, there's activity going, and we're hoping to have some great conversations with the A-Board, but things are not to that point yet, so just
Okay.
keep saying your prayers.
Keep saying prayers, huh? Okay. Okay, any public comments? Mr. Paul Knott, we have a yellow card.
Good morning, Type A. I'll be real brief. I want to tell you about 3 programs. The first is a week from tomorrow, which is August 28th, which is the next Keene Chamber Luncheon. Massey's Barbecue is our caterer, and the speaker for the 13th consecutive year is Dr. Ricky Stevens to talk about Keene ISD. So it's a really good program. It's the first time that we will have our fee increase of $20 per person for the lunch, so we'll see how that goes. But we're already getting a lot of RSVPs. 2 weeks from tomorrow, Thursday, September 4th, is a come-and-go reception for Cheryl and Wes Schramm. And they have meant a lot to this city over many decades. Some things that we'll find, and I really appreciate Carrie Warwick. Carrie and I are going through we spent 4 person hours the other day, and we still have more to go, going through old copies of the Keene Report or Keene Star. And we found the photo of Wes supervising the positioning of the granite sign on Highway 67 and South College. He procured that granite block, he designed the sign, he sandblasted it, and he put it in its place where it still sits now. So not only did Wes do that, he built the gazebo next to Finley Hall. He was the construction manager for the Shan Shun Library. He was the construction manager for the Cyril Miller Men's Dormitory. So, and to speak what Cheryl has done, in addition to council and Mayor Pro Tem, all you need to know is her name is on the plaque in the foyer of this building. So they've done a lot, and 4 to 6 is the come and go reception. There's a formal program at 5:15 with Anna Patterson, Ricky Stevens, Keene Chamber Board President Mickey Johnson, and then Jonathan for the city. So, and a plaque will be presented to them, and then some flowers. So that's 5:15, and it'll be done. It's a brief program because there is city council that night at 6. So please put that on your calendar, 4 to 6 p.m., Thursday, September 4, Keene Community Center. Okay, and then we have 3 tickets left for the Ranger game on September 7th, Rangers and Astros. 3 left, Jonathan. So, but we take a bus from Keene ISD parking lot, Administration Building parking lot, drops you right off, picks you right up, and we're right back. So no parking fees, $50 a ticket. We have great seats, so we'd like to see you there. So, all right, Type A, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Paul. It's going to be quite a thing having Cheryl and Wes not here, here in our city. And I don't know if I can do it here, but in 2023, Wes was $1 million producer in real estate. And that's hard to do when you haven't been in it very long. So he's a hard worker. He knows construction. He's just was an awesome realtor and is still an awesome realtor. And we're hoping to give them a satellite office in Salado for Gillen Realty. So. Okay, are there any other public comments? No? Okay. Public hearing, there is no public hearing scheduled for this meeting date. A review and discuss and consider the minutes of the regular Keene Type A board meeting held on July the 16th of 2025. So does anyone have any questions about that? Gwen, did you get your questions answered? Okay.
I move the minutes of July 16, 2025, regular Keene Economic Development Corporation Type A board meeting be approved as presented.
I second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Okay. Okay, we need to receive, discuss, and consider the Keene Type A Board Meeting Financial Report for the month ending in June 30th, 2025. Mayor?
Good morning, Board.
Good morning.
I have the June report. Oh. One of these days, I'll get it right. Okay. And it depends how you want to see it. I still think this is good news. But, okay, right now, our revenue, as we know, they come from 2 streams of sales tax, and the other one is the interest for the miscellaneous income. This is just our interest in our money market account. And as it is right now, it is at $265,944.07. Now, unfortunately, this is actually a little bit lower than I would like it to see. We are still $84,000 in order for us to meet the budget that is set for this year. And I want to just remind you that the budget has been set at $350 for the past 3 years. And when I look back in the past 3 years, we have not met this $350. And I think the good news is Tractor Supply started, I said yesterday at Board B, it started in May, actually started June 1st, right? So usually with sales tax, they would report June in the month of July, and we get the sales tax in August. And so hopefully, we will see a lot more like in August and September and October, just to affect the sales revenue, the sales tax revenue to be better in the upcoming months. And also, I'll talk about that later, about the interest rate. The interest rate. And our expenses is almost, it's over $156,000. That may look like it's bad, but to me, these are the things that are really close to my heart. We have to spend money to make money. And this is because of the 380 agreement that we paid out to Tractor Supply. Okay. The next slide. This is what our money market looks like as of June 30, 2025. There was $426,046.60. And as you can see, the red bar on there, the stacked bar, represents the $200,000 that we have allocated for the Tractor Supply, which we paid out in July. So like then the next month, you will see that go down. We did pay them out in the month of July. And the monthly interest right now is still sitting at 3.87. But the conversations that Jonathan Sides, Carrie Warwick, and our good friends at Pinnacle Bank you will see that. We have secured 4% as opposed to 3.87 for the next 12 months, right? For the next 12 months, and you will see that in the month of July. It'll go back up. So thank you. And then this is just for you to see the movement of the sales tax that we receive. And I think it will be interesting to see since Tractor Supply started in June. I just want you to see like the month by month, which is the light blue, and you see once a business opens up and they start doing business here, a retailer or whatever, then you start seeing that line like going up. The last one, I told Board B yesterday that I'm like super excited about this. I love graphs and colors and all that good stuff. It just makes things easier. But, like in school, I was taught how you read this is you want to see the difference where the blue and the red, right? The difference between the blue and the red is your growth. So if you see every time there's a huge space between your blue and your red, and where red is higher than the blue, is good news. And if we can see this only with 2 retailers and some of the businesses that we actually are now using more in Keene, like within our local vendors, services, I want to say, we have an increase of 12% year on year. And that's good news. And I think it will just grow a lot more in the coming year. So that's it from me. Is there any question?
Are there any questions?
Yes, Ms. Quinn.
We talked about Tractor Supply.
Tractor Supply.
We
Yes.
talked about Tractor Supply and since they opened, but did we see an increase in sales tax like after Allsup's open? And I don't remember exactly when they did open.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we do. It's just that I'm not allowed to break it down line by line. But if you ask me, have I seen it? Yes, ma'am, I have.
Okay.
They're
All right.
creeping up the top 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
But,
you.
and I talked to one of the, one of the main guys with Allsup's, and he said that this Allsup's, when the first month that it opened, did more business than any other Allsup's in the state of Texas.
Yes, I think
That
we can
first month.
actually see that. In February, like it went from 28 to 38.
Right, exactly.
You can see it. You can actually see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, okay. Thank you.
I thought that was awesome.
Yes, it is.
Of course, my sons bought all the burritos. They
We love them
those
too.
burritos. Yeah, they says, hey, Mom, we're going to come to visit you more often because we can go to Allsup's and get burritos. I said, okay, I'll stop cooking you steaks then.
It's visual evidence that we need more of this. And I will say that there is definitely interest growing in our city just with the conversations that Don and I have been having. So that's why I say your prayers. We're
Praise
trying,
God.
we're trying to bring good business that reflects, the culture of this town. So there are good conversations that are happening.
Well, that's great. We need that very, very much.
Thank you, Board.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. So I have are we going to make a motion on the financial? Okay, well, I was just wondering if we're going to need to do that. There is no executive session. Did you have a question, Cody?
I'm just going to make them, I move the financial report be approved as presented.
Second.
Okay. Okay, there is no executive session scheduled for this meeting. Are there any future? Oh, all those in favor? Yes. We're just moving along so fast there, just like, okay. Any future agenda items?
We had talked about some guidelines for, I don't remember exactly what we called it, the helping businesses with their smaller projects, you know.
Their incentives, yeah.
Yeah, that incentive. So I know it's on the back burner somewhere with everything else, but
Sorry, I've reached out to the Secretary of State, I think it was, that handles EDC, and I'm just waiting on a response. They said they would give it to me. I'm just waiting on it. So it is
that's
coming.
good. Just
So as soon as you get that information, then we'll be able to make decisions as a board. Okay.
Thank
So do you want to be that on the next, you think we'll have it before the next board meeting? Well, should we put it on there
Yeah.
just in case?
I mean, if we get the information, then yes, we'll put it
Okay.
on there.
Okay, you'll just do that, huh?
Right.
Okay. And I have a question for the board. Have all of you taken a tour of the industrial park? Have you, Rolando?
I have gone. I went on a visit around. I don't know if there is any specific tour for knowing
Well,
more
not-
details, but I have driven around. Yes,
Okay.
yes, I did
Okay.
a couple of months ago.
Okay. Well, I was just hoping that everybody had.
Actually, since you mentioned that, I probably should at least let you know, we were out there looking at the property, because again, there is, you know, that is a goal, is to bring business jobs to Keene. And so I told Don on that road that you guys agreed to, you know, help with the, we were driving out and I said, Don, you got to turn around. I believe in providential meetings. He looked at me like, what? And I've been trying to contact the Baptist church there. And I don't, you know, to me, certain conversations shouldn't happen over phone or email. It should happen in person. And so I'd been driving back every time I was in the area so we pulled up and sure enough, there was a car sitting there. And so I went in and I talked to the church secretary and her husband. And I let them know, you know, that we had received their letter, the frustration with the road and all that. And that, you know, I shared with them, I said, you know, it's over $2 million to get this road done. And the city doesn't have that right now. But I said the A board has agreed to, let's start addressing the problem one piece at a time, and so that they earmarked $250,000 for this next year so that we can, you know, get the water thing fixed so that, you know, when we do temporary fixes, it doesn't just wash away all the time. You know, and I said, and the goal is that as we kind of bring that businesses and jobs in there, that money will get put into there for infrastructure, and I said, there's a good chance, you know, give us a few years, you may have the nicest road in Keene, you know, and we kind of joked about that, and anyway, I just wanted to let you know that they were very appreciative. They were very thankful. They said it just felt really good to be heard, and that, you know, and I told them, I says, you know, a lot of the reason things don't get done is because of kind of the turnover, and we're trying to create that stability here so that we can address problems that don't just kind of get on the back burner when personnel changes happen and those types of things. So anyway, they were, and then I got to hear the history of their church, which was pretty incredible. I didn't realize that cemetery has been there since right after the Civil War. And of course, they shared with me that used to be a town.
Yeah.
And anyway, so it was really nice to connect with them. And then, of course, I've reached out to more of their community, and they've invited me for, I think it's the last, every time there's a fifth Sunday, they do a big potluck you know, and so they're like, please come. And so anyway, so I told them I would. Anyway, so it was a really good connection, but I wanted to applaud you and thank you for, you know, allowing us to address a problem, so.
Yeah, that's you know, amazing there. And if you've ever, when I first came and drove through the industrial park and everything and saw that little church and saw that graveyard there, and I don't like to go near graveyards, but anyway, that one looked so old and everything, and I got out and walked a little ways, and oh my goodness, some of the years on those tombstones and stuff, it's just amazing.
It is.
I think she said 1863.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and some of them were military, you know, had military things on them and stuff, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this is such a historical thing, you know. It's too bad, but anyway.
Yeah, and some of the things you don't think about is their concern is they want people to come to their church, and if they don't have a road that people feel like they come to their church, it makes it difficult. So,
Right.
you know, it was good to see their perspective and why it was so important to them. And again, just wonderful, lovely, loving people. And so, anyway, yeah, just thank you again, and they're excited. So,
Well, I'm thankful we have a city manager that will go to that trouble to go out and meet people like that in those circumstances when they're asking for something. Because not everybody's that concerned, and I appreciate that very much.
and Holly, I apologize. I probably should have said this at the administration comments.
So does anyone else have anything for future items? I wanted to ask about the Dane property. Have anything been decided about that and the stone or anything?
We went out there. Yeah, Jonathan and I went out there, we walked around, we looked inside the house and, you know, talked to him about the stone and what was promised, and we looked at it. We're kind of in talks with somebody that's interested in all that land, so that's all I can really say right now.
Bring in new jobs
Yes,
and put a new entrance into the rest of the industrial park?
possibly.
Well, I mean, I just want to get some answers here, Don.
Trust me, it is, to me right now, it's a potential huge answer to prayer.
Okay, good, good.
And again, I don't want people just to move here. I want people to move here and work here.
Right.
And so it is very exciting. There's kind of one thing right now that they're trying to get buttoned up, and if they can get this kind of one piece figured out. But I'll at least share with you this. We had a great meeting with them, and they've been looking at multiple cities in this area, and he said that after our meeting, learning about this city, he felt like they found their home in DFW. So that's strong words.
That's strong words, very strong.
So anyway, so it's that, just keep praying. This would be so good for the city. And they actually seem like a company that is more of a partner than just what can I get?
Yeah, yeah,
You know.
what can you get?
So,
Okay. Any other items that might want to go on?
The apartments across from Tractor Supply, I see they're clearing. Are they getting ready to start?
Yes, they've been issued their site work permit, you know, to start working on the utilities and stuff like that. Right now, they're still working on just the erosion control, drainage, stuff like that.
Clear to-
Yes. So, yeah, that's moving along,
Good, good.
going strong.
yeah. And I have reached out to their VP2 and working on kind of a groundbreaking ceremony. So we'll keep you posted on that as well. We'll email you if, we can when we get that information.
You know, this may be more Chamber of Commerce thing than not, but in some cities, they have groups that get together and go to the different businesses. You know, of course, ribbon cuttings and stuff like that, but kind of networking with all the businesses getting together and just, visiting and finding out how each other's business runs and different things like that. And I think that would be a really good thing, for the city to welcome new businesses, and at least 2 or 3 of the city people go to them and welcome them in and see kind of what they might need that we could do. I mean, again, even the industrial ones. sometimes they get in there and they're starting to get everything together, and they might need some little something that could be an incentive for us to give them. Not something major, but just a good welcome. We need to do ribbon cuttings there as well.
Yeah. Does that, are you wanting to put that on the agenda to talk about the next meeting, maybe?
Yeah, let's do that.
Community interaction, business interaction with city, how we can strengthen that.
Yeah, a committee to interact with the new businesses that are coming in, whether they're industrial or business.
And a lot of times those network meetings are done through the chamber, but it wouldn't hurt maybe for the city to kind of formulate one that could do the same.
Yeah, because the city, it wouldn't be real complicated. In other words, there's no dinner or anything like that. We can always invite them to come to the
True.
Keene Chamber luncheons and stuff to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Sometimes people get too busy to even come to the chamber luncheons, but if you make them more welcome, sometimes they'll make it. They'll put it on
True.
their calendars
True.
to do that. So anyway, if we can do that, form some kind of a little committee, 2 or 3 people. It doesn't have to be a whole bunch. Okay? Thank you. And anything else? Nope, okay. Meeting is adjourned at 9:26.